Well, g'day guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to What's on the Bench. Well, what's Bass got today? Well, my very favourite doctor has dropped in his headlight. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But it's a Voratech, okay? I guess that's... Now, just get some light on things here. There we go. And, well, here's the problem. This is a charging port. And, yeah, bit of a problem with the DC socket, isn't it? So, we've got to get this open. I thought you guys, you might have one of these. You might be a doctor or a dentist or a candlestick maker or whatever, and you may have one of these to, well, could have failed here. At one stage, I have replaced that little switch there. Okay, turn him on, and, well, as you can see, he's got one LED there, so it's pretty flat. Okay, let's see how to get this thing apart. I can't remember how it come apart, but the top does come off. Yeah, okay. I'll work this out, and we'll come back and we'll have a look in here at what we're going to do. Now, socket-wise, well, probably a 2.1, I'd say, by the look of that. Maybe a 2.5, but I don't think so. 2.1 DC socket. That's what we need. Is my camera focusing today? Probably not. Okay, I've removed the clip at the back, pulled the pin out, and this is just a spring job for holding the clip. There's a little screw in there. I've unscrewed him, and still no go. Now I'm suspecting possibly a couple of screws underneath this at the bottom. Yeah, and if you want to know the model of this thing, there you go. If I can get the light right, there you go. That's what this is. And yeah, well, I think I'll warm this and take this off to see if there's anything under there, because this top does come off. Whether it's clipped in or screwed in, I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, that's where we're up to. Well, we got it, guys. That screw does have, well, part of the problem of removing it, but the actual top is glued around on the inside here. She's not meant to pull apart. There it is, glued. Now, I certainly won't be gluing this thing back together. There is absolutely no need, because I want this accessible. And in here, well, here's our circuitry. Little battery charger in there, and, well, we can see the problem here, can't we? Okay, that's come adrift there. So all we need is a DC socket in here, and we've got three 18650s. I guess they pull out. You might have one that's got flat batteries, buggered batteries. Okay, well, this is how you get them out. Now, with this top, I heated lightly with the heat gun right around it, and got a screwdriver down in this side, just enough to prise it a little bit. This side let go, then a little bit more, then this side let go. But as you can see, it's been glued. Okay, I will find another DC socket that's going to fit in here, put him in, check everything else. Everything looks pretty good. Make sure everything's right, and yeah, put him back together, and hopefully we can charge it. And we've got him out. Boy, these are tight. Now this one has a nut and a threaded shaft on it. This was so tight. But anyway, we've got to find something that'll fit in here. I don't know whether I have anything. I'll find something in here. The centre one is brown wire, and blue on the outside. So I'm hoping this is centre positive. Is it? Here's the charger. And does it say? No, it doesn't. We'll put our meter on it, but I'm sure it'll be centre positive. Also, yeah, we might have to update his test and tag too. It's out of date as well. Okay, I'll find how I'm going to do this and be back. Okay, now looking at my stash of DC sockets. Not those. I've got plenty of these. Here we go. That's what we need. In actual fact, pretty well the same unit. Yeah. Yes, it is. Rightio. Well, that's good, guys. That's a stroke of luck. I do have lots of other types in here as well. There's metal types. Yeah, I keep these in stock for obvious reasons, and I've got 2 of those. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get this in easily enough. And what's the best way of doing this? So it's those 2. I won't tighten them yet. I'll just get my wires soldered on. And if I can get me bumble fingers to work, oh boy. There we go. Right. We'll solder these wires on. I'll get a little bit of flux and we'll put them on. Now this is our centre one. A little bit of flux there. And this one over here is our negative, or our ground, which is our blue. Bit of flux. There we go. Righto. Now these wires are a little bit stiff, guys, so what I'm going to do is just heat them gently, push them down into place so that they're sort of a little bit neater than what they are. Makes it easier to put together. And then we can tighten this fella up. Now when this goes in, I think there's enough clearance for this to be in any position. Pretty sure. Doesn't really matter, really. We will put most of the tabs, or the 2 live tabs, down towards near the bottom area there. Okay, as far as tightening it up, and that doesn't fit. It fitted the other one. Okay, and this one's probably going to be too big, but he'll do. Okay, tighten him up. Nope. Yep. There we go. That's tight enough. Right. Whoops. Let's, I nearly knocked my camera over on you. Give these a little bit of gentle heat. There we go. And just push them down into there. Hold them until they're cooler. And that way, not everything's up in the road. Now, when I'm putting this together, we've got that little screw hole there, which, as you can see, holds the top on. Certainly on this side, what I'll be doing is drilling a very small hole and putting a very small locating or securing screw in this side. Have we got enough room? Yes, we have, but only just. So we've got to be very careful where we put this fella. Okay, so we'll have to measure down how far it clears the circuit board, and that way we don't need a screw going into that circuit board there. Okay, right guys, now we're ready to put this thing together. Put the batteries in. Now this thing, I think the one screw here will be certainly enough to hold this, as it's a very tight fit, and when that goes in, really this doesn't want to go anywhere. So I don't think we need a screw here. I think once this is in, this is not going to pull out. So we'll give this a go. I will tell my doctor to give this a go and see how it performs, but I'm sure this is okay. I've got the top pushed in. Now before I put the screw in, everything, let's try the charger. That's him. I'm hoping it's, well, center positive. It appeared to be. And, yeah, and hopefully this fits. Yep, no worries there. So I'll plug the charger in. And now, let's see what happens. We should get some lights charging. Well, we've got 3 green lights so far that are saying it's charging, which is good. But we need 4, and we probably need the lights out or blinking or whatever it does when it's full. Now it's a matter of putting our little clip, our belt clip or whatever you would call it, back in. Pretty well lined up there, and we're in both sides, and our clip works. Righto guys, there he is. We've got 3 bars there going there, which is charging. We will unplug him, and just out of interest, just turn him on, and we've got two bars on our battery, so well, at least it's doing something. Okay, those 2. Yeah, I know, my camera's blurry again. Gee, it's annoying. There we go. those two seem to be going. This is the model number of the power supply only. Okay, there's no other model number on this thing. There's an on-off switch, press and hold to dim, Voratech, serial number, and, well, nothing else written on the headset. We'll come back very shortly. I'll give this half an hour to keep charging up. There we go, plugged in, and we'll turn our light on and make sure that everything's going. We're still on 3 LEDs on the charging side. That's fine. I've plugged the headset in, and, well, as you can see, it comes on. This is our on-off switch. Off, on, and if we hold it in, it dims as well. So there we go. There's our, and yeah, it it does work. Works extremely well. There we go. You can take my pulse through that. Yeah. So all is working. All is good. I can now give it back to my doctor so that next time he's looking in my ears or down my throat or somewhere else that's we won't talk about, yeah, we know that what's inside this, and the battery pack's going okay. Now I'll go into test and tag this at the moment, because I do those as well. I won't show you that. That's very straightforward. So there you go, guys. If you happen to have one of these, I was just, well, more or less showing you can get into these. I didn't know how at the time, but yes, you can. And, well, it may save you a few dollars. I mean, a DC socket, J-Car Electronics in Australia, or any good electronics supply store, has DC sockets. Solder 2 wires, and it'll probably save you a few $100 buying another one of these. Okay, so I thought that may help you, and thought it might be a little bit interesting. Okay, guys, subscribe if you haven't done already. Give us a thumbs up. That'd be really appreciated. Hit the all button, and you'll see my next video go up. Okay, we'll catch you soon. Bye for now.